Hi, Mina. Welcome, welcome. Let me get set up here. Welcome to my desk. It is Friday evening, August the 26th. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Hello, Mina. And let me skip the ads. And do. Let's set the quality on my video from 144. It is Friday evening. I want to start out by welcoming folks in. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Fourth Art Saturday video hop. Yeah. So I'll be getting up at 4:30 for that. So I'm not going to be on here a whole long time tonight. Kind of left off working in my journals. I made some hidden bobby pin embellishments. And I made some specimen cards. This nature caboodle has really kept me busy. Hi, Sherry Van. Welcome, Sherry. All righty then. So let's go ahead and put these in. You know, I went to get my driver's license yesterday. Well, I got my car. I did get my car licensed. I had to do both this month. But unknown to me, the folks who do the driver's license only come on certain days, and I missed the certain day. So she said, you could go up to Hastings tomorrow. And I said, okay, I'll do that. Well, I didn't make it. Oh. So I still got a few days to get my driver's test. I might have to do it on Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to be cutting it short. Well, for right now, we'll put this here. I'm not sure this is where I want it to live. But for right now, it will live right in here. Now, I don't know if I like it there. Oh, dearie me. Yeah. Hi, Pam. I was procrastinating. Big time procrastination. Big time procrastination. Just didn't feel like, I said, I made one trip already. I don't feel like doing another one. Hi, Angie. Welcome, Angie. Welcome, Pam. Mina. Well, while folks are coming in here, I think I want to make another band for my specimen. I'm not sure what I'm going to make it out of. I could make it out of ribbon. Could I make them out of ribbon? Would that hold them? I don't know. We shall see. I think I'll try it because I've been wanting to use this ribbon. Let's just cut this here. And wow. These scissors are getting dull, I guess. You know what that means. I need to get out and I think what I'll do is go ahead and put glossy accent on this. Hi, Claudia. Welcome, welcome. This is your first time? Well, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you join us. I'm only going until 10 tonight because I've got to get up early tomorrow. And I said that last week, and I ended up going until late. Yeah, I'm not going to do that this week. Okay, I'm just going to put this right here. And this this is going to hold my specimen cards. I kind of like that there. It's got that red accent. Whoops, I don't want it to. Hopefully that will hold it. I'm just going to set it aside. And I'm going to open that. I got a little bit of Happy Mail. And it looks like it came through, excuse me, customs. And I don't know what it is. It came the other day. And I didn't get it opened. So let's go ahead and open it. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome, Cheryl. Angie says, sadly for me, my uncle is a retired state trooper. Last night, they had a change of state troopers by his coffin. Oh. And today at the funeral home, there were all kinds of cars. And he was also in the Marines, so they had a Marine service for him. Well, how cool is that, Angie? That's really nice that they would do that. That is really cool. Hi, Melody. Welcome, Melody. And Claudia, we are glad to have you with us tonight. I'll tell you, this is a really nice group of folks. Now, this envelope I am going to cut. I am so curious as to what this might be. I have no idea. But boy, I'll tell you, my little scissors are getting dull, I think. Either that or I used them with that tape. Let's see what this may be. It came through customs. Oh, it's some ladybug charms. Oh, look, you guys, it's ladybug charms. I have to remember to find the camera here. Oh, thank you. Thank you to the person who sent these. Of course, there's no, it came from, I can't even read. Customs. It looks like they came from China because there's Chinese writing. It came from across the sea. Wow. It just has my address on it. Aren't those, thank you to the person who sent these to me. These are perfect. Oh, I love them. I love them. I'm going to turn this little envelope inside out. I've been keeping these little mailers for bits and bops. Hi, Shannon, Art Junkie. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh. Well, I wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight because I was very lazy the last couple of days. I was going to look up all my stamps and find stamps, rubber stamps like a leaf and dragonflies and all of that. I didn't get it done. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do on my nature roll. I just haven't figured it out yet. It's canvas. It's painted unpainted canvas, unprimed canvas. And I sprayed it with walnut ink. So I'm still thinking about that. And I have this little tassel that I want to put on here. I could do that tonight. Thread that piece of this ribbon through there. Let's grab a needle. Penelope! Don't go too far away. Can I get this needle in there? without dropping it. Yeah, it'll go through. These ladybugs are just so sweet. I'm going to put them with my little owls over there. Cheryl says, I just got over being chirped by the smoke detector. We need a new battery. I'm feeling jumpy. Did you take it down? Did you remove it? Shh, Mary, don't say that. You're not supposed to remove them, but when they chirp all weekend, and they keep chirping even though you take the battery out, they never die. Sounds like an awesome honor, Angie. What did Angie say? Oh, yeah, for her uncle. It is an awesome honor. Hi, Riri. Riri, did you order these little ladybugs for me? Were you the culprit? You're always doing sweet things. Look, somebody, and of course I can't figure out where my camera is here. Somebody ordered these little ladybug charms. Gosh, where is, they're over here. Aren't those cute? Gosh, if I would have known that that's what they were, I would have opened them earlier. All right, I'm going to tie. This is a little tassel. I honestly tried. I put this in Clorox to see if I could get rid of the color, and it didn't. So I'm just going to use the thing. It's a little wonky, but I got a whole bag of these little tassels, but it goes good with this journal. So I'm going to use it on here. Hi, Cheryl, Claudia, Allie K. Hi, Allie K. Yeah, they are, Claudia. They're perfect for these nature themes. Somebody just really blessed me again. Hi, Becky. Welcome, welcome, Becky. Alrighty, now I want to put this, and I think I'm going to put it, let's thread that needle back up again. I don't think I want this to hang too far. I was thinking what I'd do tonight. I'm not too much into working on my nature book tonight. I want to do some more. I want to do another Dirty Dozen. You guys, I want to do another Dirty Dozen. I want to make some more postcards. Yep. And I think this time, well, I like to do these double Dirty Dozens. So stay tuned until we'll get started after I get this done here. I think I'll do, well, you know, I had trouble doing three postcards. I guess I got 3 postcards and 3 ATCs out of a sheet of that paper. And I don't know if a bow will stay on this, but we'll give it a little bow and put some glossy accent on it. And then I'll come back and clip the ties. Let's put just a little dab of glossy accent. Becky said, I spent today switching my room around. I've spent the year or 2 years switching my room around, Becky. I've got 1 box of books left in the closet. I might spend some time tomorrow finishing that closet so I can put my stuff in there, so I can actually get to. And this is not a book that I'm going to be working in. This is a look and see book. We're just going to put that aside and let it dry. And we're going to put this aside. I have these to work in, but you know what? I'm not motivated to do these. I want to do a Dirty Dozen. I do. So that's what we're going to do. Do what I'm motivated to do. Becky says, I'll finish tomorrow. I had to take the tie to make Greg's cake. Oh my gosh, that cake is to die for. Oh, the time, I think. She said she had to take time to make Greg's cake. Greg has a birthday. Greg is Aunt Beck's son. I'm in, Riri says. Gotta see if I have the stuff. I probably do. I love Dirty Dozens. Yay, I do too. I do too. Let me get the paper. I think what I'm going to do, I may get myself into trouble here. But I think I'm going to do, whoops, that's the wrong, oh, hold it. I pulled the wrong packet of papers here. And now they're on the floor. I think I'm going to do 2. Well, that's not right. Where's my paper? I had it. Oh, I put it over here. I was going to say, I had it out right before I came online. And I've been using this watercolor paper. And I still have, I mailed Artedars. I forgot to put the address on it, and it wasn't even sealed. And you know, you guys, that came back to me. It came back to me. I was so surprised. And the ATC was even in it. It was in it. And I thought, wow, nobody stole it or it didn't fall out. That's awesome. This is double-sided tape here. I want to put some wax paper down ahead of time. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, come on. I keep knocking these down. Oh. Grab my wax paper. And you know, I should go tomorrow and do some things, but I'm not motivated to go anyplace. I didn't even want to go yesterday. I went to the Dollar Tree hoping to get some painter's tape. But you know what? They were all out. Well, I lied. They had one kind that it was like the 2-inch kind of painter's tape. And I don't want 2-inch wide painter's tape. The 1-inch version is fine with me. I'm going to save this cardboard. Okie dokie. Now I just need a piece of paper. I'll be coming back to that ruler later. Put some here. Nina says, Greg will cut a slice each for you and Scott and then eat the rest of it. Oh, don't get me started, Nina. My brother. I got mad at my brother again today. I shouldn't get mad at him. He really doesn't. He just doesn't get it, you know? He thinks everything in that kitchen that's edible is for him, unless he doesn't like it. And I'm stocking up on peanut butter because I like peanut butter, and, you know, if it goes up in price, I want to, you know what? I had, he ate my peanut butter. He ate the whole cotton picking. I had an extra jar of it, just a little, 6 or 8 ounce jar. And I had one opened, but no, he opened the new one and he ate the whole darn thing. He ate it all. I'm sitting there going, did you eat it all? Didn't you know that was mine? I really got mad at him again. I shouldn't get mad at him, but, you know, he knows better. He knows I buy that stuff for me, and he ignores it. If he wants it, he takes it. And I think that's what bothers me more than anything. And it isn't that, you know, that I don't mind him having it. It's that he takes whatever he wants. And You know, that kind of bothers me in a way. But we're all good now. I yelled at him and he said he was sorry. He stole my peaches the other day too. And then what did he do? He stole the peaches and he did something else. I can't remember the other thing. Made me mad. Oh, he killed those flies. He killed those flies and then just let them sit on the floor. And I'm going, this is your new floor. And I think he expected me to clean them up. And I got on to him. I said, you kill those flies, you know, and he cleaned them up. I told him, I said, you know, you need a sister. You need somebody. I don't think my mom trained him too well in kitchen stuff. You know, she was of the age that the boys were outside and the girls were inside. And oh, I'm all messed up here on my... Let me fix this. But he knows better. Let's see. It's still not showing everything. I guess I have to zoom out just a... Oops. Hello, there's me. How is that? You still have me a little. You don't in my camera up here. That's what bothers me. How is that? Still have me. You have more of me. Well, let's tip it this way then. How is that? Too much? No. Brothers. Hi, Pam. Hi, Cherry Van. Let's see, who am I saying? Oh, ASMR. Hi, ASMR. All right, let me grab a piece of paper for the... prompts. And we're going to do a double dirty dozen. Which means I want you to give me... and shall I theme it? Would you guys mind if I theme it? Let's theme it. Let's write it first. Today is 8/26. I'm sorry, 2022, and this is a double dirty dozen. And I'm going to do... I want either nature or fall. So if you're working along and don't want to do nature, if one of the prompts aren't, just do something that inspires you. But the other prompt is fall. So when you're giving me prompts here, and the way I do this with a double dirty dozen, I ask for 12 prompts from you guys. Well, tonight I am. I don't always. And these can be any type of prompts. Then on this side, I ask for 12. These are technique prompts. Technique. And I'm just going to call these basic. So this could be like something like color. I'll put color because we like to do color. We like to put background color on. Color. And this could be something like stencil, scrape paint, make dots, collage, anything like that. So let's do 12 prompts. I'm going to ask them from you. All right, let me number these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to put scrape paint up here because Becky said it. Scrape paint is a technique. So draw leaves. Draw leaves. Claudia says, I'm in. Got a cup of green jasmine tea and ready to play along. Yay, Claudia. If you have an Instagram or Facebook page, let us know. Or if you want to join the Meri Atelier group, there's a link to my Facebook group in the description box. But if you have an Instagram account or a Facebook account, we'd love to see what you do. And that goes to all of you. Bales of hay. Hay bales. Pumpkins. Add mushrooms. Claudia says, I don't use Facebook or Instagram, but thank you. Okay. That's cool. Play along. Let us know what you do. Let us know how it turns out with you. Fall paper, tear and glue. Tear plus glue, fall paper. So that could be anything that has fall or fall colors or anything like that. Thank you, Cheryl. Apples. Apples. I'm going to put down stencil just as, so you guys get, more of a technique. Stencils, great paint, tear and glue. Bows, hayride. Bows, hayride. That's an interesting prompt. Hayride. That's, Draw animals. Okay, draw animals. Stamp. Stamp could actually be a technique. Did I get bows? I got apples, bows, hayride, draw animals. Scribble. Scribble is a technique too. Spray inks. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm deciding whether I want to mix these up or if I just want to take them in order here. If I want 5 to be mushrooms to be spray ink, pumpkins to be spray, I think I'll mix them up. I need 3 more basics and 6 more techniques. The techniques are a little hard, but they're there. Medium, medium, medium. That's an interesting prompt. Polka dots, polka dots. Polka dots, is that how you spell that? Use a household item. Focal point. I'm going to put that as a technique, make a focal point. Now I'm going to do postcards. So, my focal point could end up to be the pumpkins or the apples or animals. We'll see. Draw lines with a card. Draw lines with card. I like that one. I like them all. I just like, you know, I've been doing so much nature stuff, nature and art journaling, that it's nice just to change it up a little. TP roll circles. You're going to make me get up and go get a toilet paper roll? Or you could use a jar lid or something like that. Roll circles. Use a cluster. All right, we got enough techniques now. We need 2 more just basic ones. Use a cluster. Now, a cluster, if I make postcards, I could use clusters on ATCs. If I do postcards, that one might be kind of hard unless I cluster. I'll have to think about that. Yellow paint, 1 word art. We'll put art, 1 word art. We'll put that here for the basic. And green. And let's do an alternate over here. Let's see, did I miss any yellow paint? Just in case, like I'm doing postcards and I don't think clusters, I want to send them through on a mail. Yellow paint. And then I'm going to put wild cards. I'll give you 2 wild cards. Wild card, wild card. And a wild card is just wild card. Wild cards are to, you know, if something doesn't work on what you're doing, you can do something. Well, you can anyway. These prompts are just to get us going. Now I'm going to mix it up by going to random.org. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these numbers like color. Well, I think I'll use color with scrape paint. So 1 will be 1. But I'm going to put in 1 through 11 for my random org. And then whatever number it picks here, I'm going to use on 2. And I'm just going to go down the you'll see. Just to kind of mix it up. I like to kind of mix it up. It makes it more fun for me. I don't know about you guys, but let's see. Let's go to random org. And Becky, I got rid of a lot of my, I got 12 out there now. I had what, 42 of them? We don't need sunflowers. I want to keep my plaid. Let me open a new. And let's go to random org. Oh, what did I go to here? Whatever I went to, I didn't want to go there. A YouTube video. Let's do this again. Collection. Random org sequence generator. And then I have to clear this out. Go back. And I'm going to put in 2 through 11, I think. 2. The smallest value is 2. The largest value is 12. Whoops, I got that wrong. 12. And then I'll get sequence. All right. So you aren't going to see this very well, but the first number is 3. So I'm going to stencil my drawn leaves. I guess I could, you know, trace around, and we'll call that a drawn leaf through a leaf stencil. I'm not sure I have a leaf stencil out. I'm sure I have one. I might have to cut me one. So stencil the leaves. Stencil, it's really draw leaves, but I'm going to trace around them, trace around the stencil. The second number is 6, and it's spray ink for the hay bales. This makes it interesting. The next number is 9. So my focal point is going to be pumpkins. The the next number is 2, tear fall paper for the mushrooms. I hope this makes sense to you. I'll draw it again on here, on another sheet. Let's do that. I'll do it after well, no, let's just do it here so you guys get a better picture. So color is scrape paint to create our color. Scrape paint. And that's the first prompt. Draw leaves is going to be using the stencil. And that's going to be a little interesting, but I think what I'll do is just inside the stencil trace the outline and call that drawing leaves. You can draw your leaves. You don't have to stencil if you don't want to. You could do a wild card. 3 is hay bales, and that's spray ink. Hay bales. That will be interesting to do. You might have to use your stencil to, you might have to figure that one out, but spray inks. Four is pumpkins. And you don't have to follow these if you don't want to. You can just get inspired with them. Pumpkins is the focal point. We're on 5, which is mushrooms. And you'd be surprised how this stuff turns out. And that is tear fall papers. Tear fall. And I might use my orange plaid. Could have used those for the pumpkins. 6 is apples, and that is, let me get my numbers out here. I covered them up. 6 is, let's see, 10, which is draw with a card. We're going to draw apples with a card. Apples. Draw lines with a card. This is a challenge. Now, you don't have to, if you think that you would rather spray inks for your apples, just go ahead and do it. But I'm going to try to follow these as they fall because that's part of the fun of doing it. 7 is bows, and that is 4, which is stamp. You're going to stamp bows. Bows. We're going to stamp. 8 is 8. 8 is 8. Use for a hayride, you're going to use a household item. Hayride. Use household item. That's going to be a challenge too. Nine is draw animals, and that's 12. Use a cluster, or let's see. 9 is draw animals. I think you might have to go to a wild card on this. Use a cluster, but if you want, you can build a cluster of animals. Draw your animals and make a cluster. I might do a wild card there. 10 is polka dots. And that is 7, which is medium. That's going to be interesting too, to interpret the word medium. 11 is one word art. One word art. I don't know if she meant art to be the word or not, but one word art, you can interpret that you how you want, and that is 5, which is scribble. That one could work. And 12 is 11, which is TP row circles using green, TP row circles. And now if one of these prompts doesn't work for you and you want to use it on another basic, if one of these techniques don't work with you know, like use a cluster, draw animals, if you want to use another something else, you do have 2 wild cards. Wild card. You can make other choice. This is just to have fun. And you also have the word yellow here. I saw the word yellow there, which could go over here. We'll put them both ways. Wild card and wild card. All right. So here are our prompts. We're going to use this sheet. And it's just one more way to have fun doing this. All right, let's see what you guys are saying to me. Let me plug you back in because I've been getting the prompts ready. And let's go to chat. Hi, Tim. Yep. Don't forget, tomorrow is 4th Art Saturday. It's a video hop, and the videos go live, are published live at 5:30 Central. I'll be going on at 4:30. And I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock, no matter where I am on this. And I'm going to do 2 sheets here. And we'll see how far I get. I got 3 postcards and 3 ATCs out of 1 sheet. I want to have another giveaway, but if it gets to be like 9:30 and I'm still doing stuff, I'll stop and have the giveaway. All right, so the first prompt, the color is, it's color. You can choose whatever color you want, and it's scrape paint. So choose whatever background color you want. I am going to scrape paint with, oh dear, I have so much stuff here on the, piled up again on my cart. I was looking for, let's see if I can find it, something to scrape with. I think I took them off of that cart and put it over here. I want something to scrape with. You can scrape with a number of different things. Yeah. I was looking for something like this. And this is I'm going to put in my nature book, but we'll use it to scrape paint with too. And what color? Well, I don't have an orange, but I have yellow. And I've been using my yellow to mix it with some red. And we'll create sort of an orangey for fall background. You know, it's fun. I do nature stuff almost all week, and it's fun to stop and do something different. That's an awful lot of red, but we'll see. I might need more yellow there. So the prompt is scrape paint. And I think I'll just scrape it like this. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I need more paper here. I need more wax paper. Let's put these together. Did a good job of that, didn't I? Let's get some of this off and go over here. And if you get something on the back for my ATCs or postcards, that's how it's going to be. You might have a sloppy back postcard. And I shouldn't put so much paint on this to start with, but I do. You know, I'm going to set this down and put another piece of wax paper under this. It'll probably all slip out in my lap in the end, but it's getting awfully messy, messy. Come on. There we go. Now I can scrape off. My yellow is disappearing on me, but it's kind of, you guys are seeing a lot of yellow in yours, but I see more orange than yellow. All right, I'm going to read the next prompt if you're ready to go on. I don't stop for and wait for everybody to go. I'll have to dry. But the next prompt, if you want to move on, is draw stencil. I don't know what I meant there. I think it was draw leaves. That's wrong. It's draw leaves with a stencil. And you can interpret that how you want. I'm going to, while this is kind of drying, I'm going to cut a leaf stencil. And what should I cut it out of? Let me grab a piece of scrap paper, hopefully a thick piece, if I can find something thick. Dum-dee-dum. I think I'll use the back of this Tim Holtz small talk book. And I'm going to draw leaves. I'm just going to kind of let that dry a little. Now, where shall I put this? Oh, help. I don't have enough. I'll put it right back there. I'm going to kind of hold this out here and just draw a couple leaves in here. Let's see. Let's make a oak leaf, kind of. Sort of. Something like that. And let's do maybe a maple leaf. And if you have a little punch, you could punch a stencil. You know, those little punches. I just don't think I have any leaf stencils. But we'll do this. Whoops. I guess that can only come up that far. And I'm going to cut this out while I'm letting that kind of dry. And I'm just going to poke this here and just kind of cut it out. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is the oak leaf. Let's cut that off. It's you know, and this is just to have fun. This isn't supposed to be to make beautiful art. This is having fun. Hi, Jill. Hi, Sharon. Nina says, hi, Sharon. Hi, Jacqueline. We're doing a double dirty dozen again tonight. We chose all the prompts and the techniques. I'm cutting out hopefully it'll be a oak leaf to use as a stencil. An oak leaf here looks more like a tree, but it's an oak leaf. And this is a maple leaf. And let me just poke my scissors through here and got to get it started here. We're going to do a maple leaf. I think it's a little more pointy here than what I have. I'm not sure. We're going to make it that way, and then if it's wrong, it's wrong. And the way I'm interpreting this is if I draw around the stencil with my pen, that's drawing leaves. Or you could stencil it and then draw the veins in it. Let's give it a stem. Very handmade. All right, now let me hit this with the heat gun so I can, and I might actually take a piece of paper and blot some of this up because that's way too much paint. It'll dry faster with it not being so painty. I put too much. I always put too much on. It's just a Meri thing. It's a Meri thing. All right, we'll just set this over and let it dry. And let me hit the rest of it with my heat gun. Jill says, me too, being in pain for 8 weeks, 24/7. I'm so happy to get some relief. Good, Jill. I'm glad you're getting some relief. I can't imagine being in that much pain. So I'm on prompt 1, getting ready to do prompt 2 with the stencils. I think we are ready for fall, aren't we? I think just about all of us have had enough of summer. Hot weather. We had a hot day again today. Although it was 83 when I looked at the temperature tonight. Which really wasn't that bad, but that's in the evening too. That was at 7:30. All right, let me take this wax paper up because it's gonna be messy. Let me just fold it that way. Let me pick this up. This is messy, messy, messy. You make the mess, Meri. You do it yourself. I know I do. And look, I even missed some. But I thought I saw some wet here. Let's paint this out a little. Now, where did I see it? Up in here? Up in here? Yeah. Honestly, I managed to make a mess all the time. I was hoping there would be some paint left on here. Oh, there is on the back. There. Okay, I'm going to tear this flap off and throw it away too. I was saving this amaryllis for my nature journal. I needed something to scrape with. I put all my scrapers in a spot and put them out in the living room. That's what I do. I'm going to get this mess off my desk. Yeah. Now, I still have some wet. Claudia says, Jill, I empathize. I have pain issues too. Hi, Artidar. Artidar, did you see my message to you in Barb's stream? I feel so bad. I put your ATC in an envelope and mailed it. It didn't have an address on it. It came back to me. I had my self-address on it, so I got to get it mailed. And I have to mail Shannon's yet because she needs an international address. I think I'm going to go to the post office and buy some international stamps. All right, I wonder if this is dry enough to work on. I think it probably is. So the next prompt is to draw leaves, and then the technique was stencil. So what I'm going to do is draw leaves, you know, and I could even use some of these as, I don't know if I want to, I didn't save them out. And I'm going to, I don't know if I don't want to ruin another pen. Let's see if this one will have enough juice to draw them. And most of this stuff gets knocked into the background anyway. And so I just cut a stencil. I drew the leaves, and then I cut them out as a stencil. And now all I'm going to do is draw around the leaf shape here. And this, of course, is supposed to be a maple leaf. And this one is an oak leaf. And, you know, when you make your postcard, all of this gets either covered up or thrown into the background anyway. And these leaves are pretty big, so it may not even look too much like a leaf by the time I get done. RT says, I heard that, Meri, in your last stream. I'm trying to get mail out too. I'll tell you, I'm trying to be better about it. And, you know, I like to play like this. And I do like giving stuff away, but somehow I got into a funk, and I'm trying to, and I need to send out what I have piled up. All right, let's put this one in here. And how do I want to do this? I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to let this one kind of fall off of the page a little there. And like I said, if I'm not done with these by 9:30, I'm going to stop and have the giveaway. I'm going to give away 4 of them. I can make 6 postcards and 6 ATCs, and I'm going to give away 4 postcards and 4 ATCs and keep 2 for myself. Does that make sense? Well, I'll have to count them when I get done. 6. If I give away 4, I guess give away 5 and keep. I'll have to see. I really only want 1 for myself of each, so it might be give away 5. And last week when we had our drawing, we didn't have a lot of participating, so there's a good chance that you may get one. Let's put this one like this. I guess no, let's do it the other way. Let's do it this way. Put the entire oak leaf on. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. This is prompt 2. And I'm using an older pens, so in case some of this paint is still wet. Whoops, I didn't put the stem on it. Let's go back and that's good. Now let's do the same over here. So I did draw leaves. I drew the leaves to get the stencil. little bit of wet paint in there, I think. Oops, what is happening there? Didn't show up too good in there. Wet paint. It's still wet there. I think my pen has taken some abuse, but I picked out an older pen anyway because I know this paint is still kind of damp. The edge here is still wet. All right, we're going to call that done. So that's prompt 2. I'm not even sure you guys can see those. That's prompt 2. So the third prompt, we'll move along here. The third prompt is hay bales with spray inks. So I think of hay bales. Well, actually, we have different kinds of hay bales here now. We have those big round ones. They're big round things, but we traditionally think of hay bales as being rectangular. And my spray inks are pretty much done for because I used them all when I did the crunchy papers, but I saved some out. I saved those chocolate ones that, let's see if I can find them. I got the raspberry ones here. Art spray. I think this is a blackish brown color. And I don't know about drawing hay bales with this. Spray ink. I don't have a lot of spray inks, but let's try something here. I threw it away. I'm not saying mine is going to turn out to be the best in the world. Here, let's just cut another stencil-like shape. Ouch! Oh, oh, ow! Ooh, I knocked my knee on my desk. Oh, that hurts. Oh, ow! That hurt. Oh, man, that hurt. Ow! My hay bales are going to be a dark color. You think of hay bales as being straw colored, but I don't think straw colors would look good on here, and I don't think I could get a straw color on here with spray ink. Let me just kind of fold this just a little. Just enough to get it started here. I'm going to cut a rectangle. This is the top of that watercolor pad. And I'm not sure how this spray ink is going to do. I could use my walnut ink. That would probably work better. But let's just call that a hay bale, and let's see what happens with this. I'm not even sure it'll work. No, it's not spraying. Hold on. I got another one. Let's try that and see if it works. I'm not sure these will work. There, we're going to call those hay bales. I keep wanting to use that as that's fabric. Let's grab this. Well, it decided not to go. I'm not sure why. I never liked this color anyway. Now it's clogged up. None of my sprays are working. I was hoping to get a empty bottle here, but I don't see one in here. I like what I've done. It isn't that I don't like it, it's just not what I'm really wanting, but you know what? That's part of the fun. Let's put this lid back on. I was going to dump this in an empty bottle, but I don't see one. Let's try now, of course. I have no idea what this is going to do. No idea at all. Now this is spray ink on an acrylic base. So yeah, it's gonna beat up a little. I'm just gonna leave those for my hay bales. Those are my hay bales. Like it or leave it. Don't leave. Don't leave. I got some of this. This is distress. I don't really want distress because it's water soluble. What happened to my cap? Now, this is the thing. I get this stuff out and I'll run across the cap later. All right, let's hit this with the heat gun. See, it kind of puddled. The hay's falling out of the bale down here. There, too. Pick up some of that. Yeah, picked it all up there. Not happy with it. Not a success, but I tried. It looks like looks like a mess, doesn't it? I'm going to leave it. That's my attempt at hay bales and spray ink. I don't have very many spray inks. That's my issue, and I don't use them a lot because they all clog up on me. I would rather just use ink out of a bottle. They clog up on me, and I get disgusted with them. I don't even buy them. I might come back and add something else with this. I might come back and do something with those, but right now. Pumpkins with as a focal point. I'm going to hold that until I get my postcards all figured out what they're going to be, because they're going to be focal points, and I want them to be the focal point. If I put them on now, they'll lose their focal point. Mushrooms, tear papers, tear fall papers. And the only fall paper I have are these. And this is a copy paper. This is, I could make some mushrooms out of those. And this is watercolor paper again. And I'm very leery about sending postcards with stuff I collage on, but we'll try. So I'm going to tear some mushrooms. So, how am I going to do that? Let's fold and tear. Let's see. Let's fold this into thirds first. And I'm just doing a mushroom. Well, that's not quite third. I'm doing mushrooms as in my head, not looking at anything. And let's tear one this way. And let's fold this in half, like this. So we're going to make a mushroom. A tall mushrooms, maybe. And let's let him come way out and in this way. And give him a stem. He almost looks like a tree, doesn't he? Now he's gonna blend in, so I might hold off and do another color, but I'll go ahead and tear him. And let's make a small mushroom here, kind of a flat affair. And give him a stem. Like that. That's a mushroom. Now, let's bring this in a little more. He's a mushroom now. You can't see him because he blends in. So let's do some more here. Oh, the poor people that get my stuff. Do I want to do another tall one? I don't think I do because he's almost too tall. I forgot what mushrooms look like. Let's come in like this and down this way maybe. And now I got two of them. There's a mushroom stencil. Let's do another one. But I think I'm going to put, I think I'm going to save them so that they'll show up better. I could paint my leaves or paint around my leaves. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Let's go this way. All right. This is a challenge, let me tell you. Might be able to see them better upside down. And then draw around them. I used fall paper, but I think they show up better this way. I'm going to put this one like this because I think he... Put him in there. We'll leave them like that for now. The next one is apples. Draw lines with a card. And I don't have a card out. That's my problem. I put them all away. What am I going to use for a card? Let me look. I might substitute a eraser thing for a card. I have that other tab thing. Draw lines with a card for the apples. Ah! Let's take my pumpkins off. You know, sometimes when you're at where I'm at right now, you don't like what's going on. I want to encourage you to keep moving because sometimes this stuff all comes out in the end. Draw lines, draw apples with a card. And I don't have a card out here. I just have my tab. I took all my cards and put them away. I don't think I have one out in my cart here, and it's all packed up, and I'll have a craft-a-lunch if I... Oh, it's already fallen. So I'm going to draw lines with this. I'm not going to take the erasers out of it. But boy, I'll tell you, things are not going to show up on this. Things are not going to show up. I'm tempted. Well, no, let's just move on. Move on, Meri. Just keep at it. It'll turn out in the end. For the next one, Apples Draw Lines, I just used red apple paint and drew some lines. Oh, red apple paint. I got red tomato paint. And I got I've got ripe tomato paint. I don't think I have red apple paint. I've got Tuscan red here someplace. Let's see. I've got bright red. My reds are getting empty. Got true red. I got bright red. My reds are getting empty, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. All right. Let's see what I can do here. Well, let's see what kind of a mess I can make. And see, I can even draw my apple over this if I don't like what's happening in some of this. Let's start over here. Let's see what I end up with. And it doesn't have, it says lines, so I could make an apple like so, but I tend to get thick with my paint here. Let's do an apple. That looks something like an apple. Looks like a red delicious apple. Let's leave that one alone. Let's do another one up here. Let's make this one a little more roundish. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. We'll come back to these mushrooms. I might make them look a bit more like mushrooms in the end. We'll see. It's not fun unless you're having a challenge. And this is a challenge for me. But you know what? I usually find that when I get stuck on something like this and it's not singing a song to me, in the end, if I just keep moving, I'm getting in the way of my art here. Let me turn it. If I just keep moving, in the end, I'm happy with it. Generally, not all the time. But those look like apples to me. Let's do another one down in here. These aren't really lines. You could call them lines. You could call them big wide lines. I'm more or less painting with this edge of this eraser package that I don't even have the erasers out of it. And of course my paint is gooey. paint is wet. All right, let's just leave that. Oh, I got some black going on in there. Let's just leave that one. Let me put it over here. Yeah. Over where? Over where? Let's see what I can do here. I think I need more paint. Let's do an apple. Yeah. We're going to call that an apple. It needs more of a stem than I gave it. That's a red, delicious apple. Messy. It's messy. All right, we're just going to stop there. You guys really challenged me tonight. What are the alternates, Allie K says? The alternates are wild cards. We don't really have, I gave 2 wild cards to each side, and then you got a yellow alternate. I think mine will turn out in the end. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to use my finger here and kind of smooth this paint out where it's thick. So it'll dry faster. I'm going to call these apples. Some of them look like, I think I got a good apple going there. I'm not so sure about these over here. Nobody said to finger paint, but that seems to be what I'm doing here. Okay, let me get a towel. Well, I had towels out. Here they are. Oh, such a mess. All right, the next prompt, I'm going to leave them like this. I am kind of happy with it, just the way it is. I think it'll turn out in the end. It's not dry. Let me hit it with the heat gun a little. This isn't dry. Let me hit this with the heat gun. Really, to tell you the truth, all of this falls into the background once you get your focal points on there. And I might come in and do something with these leaves. You can do anything you want to with your, you know, if I'm not happy with this, I could do other things. Let's see what the next one is. Bows, stamp bows. See, oh man, I got myself into trouble here. What am I going to use? Oh, I'm going to use my sponge, and I'm just going to stamp make little bows out of my stamp. What color should I use? Let's use green. Let's use green. Of course, all my greens are. Howdy-dum, Mary. Howdy-dum. Here's a holly green. And we're going to make smaller bows. I think I can make a bow. Green might look a little Christmassy, but green is also a fall color. So I'm just going to use the sponge as a stamp. And I'm going to make a bow like that, kind of. Maybe I need this side. Let's go like that. And let's cut this down. Doesn't have to be a bow tie. It could be. I have faith that it's all going to turn out in the end. If it doesn't, I'll make it. It's still not singing to me, but when it does, I'll know it. The bows really aren't too bad. to tell you the truth. I'm stamping with my sponge. All right, I'm going to call that done. It's starting to look a little bit better too, being not quite. What's the next prompt? The next prompt is hayride. I might use a wild card on hayride because hayride to me, I picture a wagon with kids and people in it. And that's too much to do on this. I might come back and use a wild card. And I think what I'm wanting to do is pull this together somehow. To me, it's not pulled together. And do you know what I think I want to do? Oh, you guys are going to cringe. You're going to cringe. I'm going to get rid of that sponge and this paper. I want to do a technique that I saw Shannon do several months ago. And I'm going to go and do it a sheet at a time. And I'm going to have a craft-a-lunch here if I'm not careful. And it will probably mess up the majority of this. Yeah, I got the paint on this already. Paint on the bottom of it. That'll all come clean, but all right. That's ribbon. What I'm going to do, and let's see, what color should I use? I think I'll use a yellow because I have it out here. And what you do is you paint, you use white generally, but you paint your wax paper a color. Let me get out a brush here. Yeah. Let's see. Let's just do the whole. And then I'm just going to take and plop it down on here. And I don't even know how this is going to work, but we shall see. Might as well make a mess as long as we're making a mess. But see how it pushes all that into the background? I kind of like that. So let's just leave that one alone. This is my wild card. And let's do the same to this one. I like this one. I think this one turned out pretty nice. That other one really needed blotted out. I don't even know where I'm getting these paints from. Oh. Got green on it. And of course I put that back in the water. I don't care for a wet brush. Throw that towel away. I did this on one of my magazine art journals that I did from the Society of Idea Collectors, and it worked out really well. But it doesn't always work out well, but all right, here it goes. I don't want to get it on my tabletop. And it's okay to have a crease in it. Oh, well, that did that. I tore the wax paper. Let's just pick that up. And I'm not entirely happy with that. I might take and blot that up again. Too thick. Let's just take and do this. Get some of that up so you can see more. And I've been known to save this, but I'm not saving stuff tonight. It's too messy. Too messy. And I'm still not happy with it. There. I want some of my apples to come through. I'm pretty happy with that. This is my wild card. I had to go to a wild card. I'm happier with that. You still see the bows. You still see the apples. I might come back to those leaves and put them back in because I really did kind of like the leaves. This, I don't know. I could have taken some of that yellow. I think I'm going to do this one again. This one doesn't have a whole lot on it. This on this area in here. I'm happy with this one. So let's set that aside. Let's do this one again just because I'm not happy with it. And it's just a way to play. I think that by doing this, it kind of pulls the entire picture together. And you use up paint too. And let's just paint this out. Now you could take your picture, and maybe I will, instead of lifting the wax paper up, lift the picture up and set it down on the wax paper. You could do it this way too. And it doesn't want to get much on that side. I'm not sure why. Maybe that has more of acrylic on there. All right, let's see what I have. It's not bad. Let me. It's messy, but it's fun. All right, now I'm going to take my towel again and blot it. This is my wild card. There, I'm pretty happy with that. My leaves, I can still see where my leaves are in here. I might go back in on those leaves because I liked my leaves. All right, let's give this a dry. It'll dry pretty fast because I did the blotting. This one's almost dry. I'm kind of happy with this by the time I get done with it. I think this is a large step toward pushing everything in the background, making a nice background. Now I'm going to go ahead and have a giveaway at 9:30. It's 9:23 now. And of course I'm not done with the prompt. Draw animals, use a cluster. I might have to finish this offline. Or I might have to finish them Sunday night. We can have the drawing Sunday night. I hate to do that because I said I'd do the drawing tonight. I'm going to skip the draw animals one and come back to it. I'm going to hold that one, and I'm holding the pumpkin focal point. I'm going to do the polka dots, and it says medium. And I'm sure she meant a medium like, like texture paste, which I have here. Now it says draw polka dot. Oh, it just says polka dots. We could do polka dots with a texture paste. And let me get my dot stencil out. I happen to have it right here. And I want my palette knife. Which of course is very wet and yucky. All right, let's do polka dots. And texture paste is a medium, right? So my apples and bow ties and my hay bales have kind of fallen into the background. I wouldn't call them that successful. I might bring the apples out again in a different way, but we'll see. I'm just going to keep going here. I'd kind of like to get a little polka dot on every card, but that may or may not happen. This boar stencil has really taken a beating. These are those Faber-Castell cardboard ones. And let me tell you, they have really held up over the years. All right, I think I'll leave that. I could draw owls. My owls, I don't have to have several different kind of animals. I like the idea of doing owls for fall. Owls and apples and pumpkins. I might do a different kind of an apple, but I made the attempt when we did the prompt, so they're on there. I just kind of covered them up. Yeah. Let's do some little ones down in here. I'm not sure this is the kind of medium that Shannon, I think this was Shannon's prompt. I'm not sure if this was what she was thinking. But that's what we're getting. Well, let's do one more up in here. And my poor stencil. My poor stencil. There we go. I think that's pretty good. problem is I just don't have room to do anything anymore. I'm so crowded in here. It's time to move some of this stuff out. All right. Let's put that back over there. And I'm kind of liking that. The next prompt is one word. That's the 11th prompt. We're making pretty good progress. One word art, and it's 9:31. So let me stop. We're going to do some drawings. I've already used my green color. I'm TP circles. I think I'm not going to use the toilet paper roll. I'm going to use my my little Play-Doh for the circles. But let's stop and do the drawing, because I do want to get that done. And I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to let this dry while we're doing our drawing. And I'm going to, for my draw animals, I'm going to do owls. One word art. One word art. I think she means like pick one word, like create, inspire. I think I'll use either autumn or fall or something along that nature. And I'm going to do that last. And then our focal point is pumpkins. So let me get this out of the way. I think I'm pretty happy with these. And I think I'll be happy when they're got a little yellow in there. All right, let me set these aside. Now the pumpkins do not have to be collaged on, they can be painted on. Because I want these to be postcards, I don't want a collage. And I might bring out these leaves again, we'll see. We will see. I'm not unhappy at this point. I am going to get out a paper, I'm going to do a drawing. And we will have, I think I'll have 6 postcards and 6, because I got 3 to each page last time I did this. So you have a good chance if you want to win. We'll have 6 postcard, or 5 postcard winners, because I'm going to keep 1. And then 6 goes to Meri. Postcards. And international, if you're international, you're welcome to play. I will send international. I will tell you, when I sent to Shannon, though, all she got, she won an ATC. All she got in that envelope was 1 ATC. And she was lucky to get that because I'm working on getting myself sending Happy Mail out again. All right, so this is the Double Dirty Dozen. Well, I said nature / fall giveaway. And I'm going to try to get my stuff out. I'm just so bad. All right. So the way we're going to do this, come on in if you're interested in winning one. The way we're going to do it is I'm going to type in a number from I'm not going to type in a number. The number will be 1 to 100. The closest to them, to the numbers, I'm going to do a sequence number generator. 1 through 100, and it'll pick the first 5 numbers. We'll pick one at a time. The person's closest to this number will win. The person's closest to that number will win. And we'll just go down 5 times. And if you won one, you can't win another one. We'll take the next person in line. And if not enough people play, we didn't have a whole lot of people playing last time, so you might all get one if you play, but we'll see. So I'm going to type in go. Try not to get a duplicate. And if somebody has your number, let them know. You guys know that. So 1 to 100. And then while you guys are putting in your numbers, I'm going to go out here to the random org and set it up here. Go back 1 to 100. Okay. If you're out there, I could just send one the way it is now. Probably look like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I've got 10 to give away here, so. The way it is, I could just go straight down and pick unless somebody else wants to play. I'm going to count down any minute now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody else? 1. Stop. All right. So we're going to go to random org. And I'm there. And let's see. I forget how to turn the lights down on this thing. Where's the lights here? Let's turn the lights down. And come back. And let's do the postcards first. And we'll pick the first 5 numbers. Okay, it's a sequence number generator. The first 5 numbers are 85, 86, 66, 53. Wow, they're all high numbers, and 38. So who had the closest number to 85? I see 80. I see 80. So that's Beth Schuler. Hi, Beth. Beth wins 1. I have your address. If you win and I don't have your address, you need to get it into me. My email address is the.meri.atelier@gmail.com. There's my address. All right, the next number is, well, the first number was 85. The next number is 86. So who's closest? 77? 77, I think, is Paula Loves Art. Paula, I don't have your address. So if you'd send me your address at my email address that I put in there, Paula Loves Art. Try to get it into me so I can get it mailed out, but I'm kind of slow in mailing, but we'll get it out to you. If you don't, I give you permission to nag me. The third one is 66. I'm going to put 80 here. And what did she have? 77. The third one is 66. Who has closest to 66? Angela had 68. 58. Aunt Beck? I think it's Aunt Beck. So Becky at 58. 53, who's closest to 53? I see Shannon Pratt at 48. Is it Shannon Pratt? I think it's Shannon Pratt at 48. And 38, who's closest? Oh, I see Elvis at 34. Elvis. And I need your address. So email me your address at TheMeriAtelier@gmail.com. My address is in there. Paula at 77. Yeah, I got Paula at 77. I got her. Thank you, Beth. Becky at 58. I got Becky. Thank you, Beth. Yep. My number was 7. Maybe next time. We're going to play for ATCs now, Arte. Do we want to put in fresh numbers? Or do we want to just do it? Do we want to pick the next 5 off of my list? Because that will mean these numbers here won't be taken. Let's take the next 5 after 38. Let's just go to my list out here. The next 5 numbers are 20, 27, 65, 40, and 93. So who had the closest number of 20 who didn't win? These are all pretty high numbers anyway. Let me go back out here. What was Elvis's number? Elvis had a 34. All right. So the first number for the ATCs was 20. Who's closest to 20? Cheryl at 17, I think. Cheryl at 17. 27. Brenda's straight on. Brenda had 27. 65 would be gosh, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. 65 would be Sherry Van. Sherry Van at 33. No, Art Junk. No, we got Shannon already won. I think it's Sherry Van. We'll give it to Sherry Van. This is kind of a, well, you know, we don't have a whole lot of playing, and I got 10 things to give away. Sherry Van had a 33. So who's closest to 40 now? It might be Artedar. Who's closest to 40 who hasn't won anything? Cheryl's won, Sherry Van's won, Becky's won, Elvis's won, Brenda's won, Art Junkie's won. Gosh, Arte, I think it's you. Artedar at 7. 7 is close to 40. And then the last one is 93. And that might be, let's see, let's go down the list. Cheryl's won, Sherry's won, Becky's won, Elvis's won, Brenda's won, Art Junkie, Angela. Angela at 68. Angela at 68. Angela probably should have gotten this one. No, 68's higher than 40. But Angela, you are 68. You're not higher than 93. So I think you're the closest one to 93. Dar at 7. Yeah. Pam had 75. Let's see. Pam, did I miss Pam? Did I miss Pam? Paula? Wait, hold it. I missed Pam, didn't I? I'm sorry, Angela. It's going to be Pam at 75. Sorry. Pam didn't win up here, did she? No. Oh, Arte. And then you went and gave me a and Arte, I'll put your ATC in with your other one. So it's 9:47. I want to remind you guys that tomorrow at 4:30, I'm going to be on just for about 45 minutes or so. I'm coming on at 4:30 in the morning to introduce the 4th Art Saturday video hop. The videos are published at 5:30 and you can watch them throughout the day. We've got 7 players and I'm so proud of these people that are participating because, you know, they have a lot of going on in their life and they stop and make a video to participate in the hop, and I really appreciate that. So Paula and Brenda, I don't have your addresses, and Elvis. Paula, Brenda, and Elvis, be sure to get your address into me. My email address is above. All right, I got a few minutes. Let's go see what's happening with my art here. So that's pretty dry. It's not completely dry, but I think it's dry enough to work on. Let's see what I can do here. Got a few, I could go back. This one's a little wet yet. Let's go back and draw my owls. Well, let's see. Do I want to do that? Let's cross off what I've done. I've drawn with stencil. I did the leaves. You know, and I might bring these leaves out a little bit more with my pen. We've done 1. We've done 2. We've done the hay bales, which are these in here, which the pumpkins I'm holding, I tore the mushrooms out of torn fall paper. Now they make more sense on here, but I'm not sure about how I'm going to put them. I'm still thinking about these. I might end up putting mushroom stickers on them or something. Just because I'm not sure those look like good mushrooms. I suppose if I drew on them like, you know, like that and make it look like a mushroom, we could do something like that. I'm going to check it off. I did the apples. I did the bows. The hayride, I did a wild card with the smearing that wax paper paint on the wax paper. So I did a wild card. I have to draw animals. I did the polka dots. 1 word art. I think I'm going to use the word fall, F-A-L-L. And then green. I'm going to do green with the circles. Let's do that now. Let's put some green circles. And this time I'm going to use the top of the lid because last time I used the bottom. So let's just go put some green circles on here real fast. And I think I'm going to paint owls. Owls and pumpkins and mushrooms I need. green. Let's put my yellow away. What's this? That's spray, that's spray. I'm not too happy with my sprays. Next time a spray prompt comes up, I'm either going to use walnut ink or I'm not going to do it because I don't have a good selection of sprays, and my prompts don't really work that well. And I'm trying to prevent a craft lunch here, honestly. I pile big stuff on little stuff, and that doesn't always work. The little stuff goes on top, Mary. Honestly. All right, I need green. And what did I do? I put it back in here. Shamrock green. We're going to do green circles. And I know I should be using a TP roll, but I'm going to use my Play-Doh. And let's just oops, I smudged that. And because I have those dots on there, it isn't always going to work. It doesn't like to go over the dots. And I really put the dots in a lot of places there, but let's just continue. I'm not going to have good places to put those circles. Shannon, I'll get yours out to you. I have to get some international stamps. Somebody said I could use regular stamps, but I think my postmaster would put up a fuss about it. Knowing her. Yeah. I should have done green circles before I did this. That's enough. Let's stop. Let's stop. I got green circles on there. You know what? I could do my owls inside of the circles. Do you know I was reading about nature, and they said that owls do not have eyeballs. And I'm going, they don't? What are those big yellow things that keep staring at me? Well, they're eyes, but they're not eyeballs. And they don't, their eyeballs do not, you know, move their eyes. So that's why they turn their heads. Just thought you'd want to know that. I couldn't get green circles in there because of the texture here. Let me hit this with the heat gun. Now the focal points, I'll probably come in with an owl here because that's pretty messy. I can make an owl out of that. You'll see. Owls and pumpkins and apples. And I want to do those leaves again. I wonder what shape they are. I didn't. Oh, I don't know, Paula, if you're talking about the I'm not sure. All I read was they don't have eyeballs. They have eyes, but they don't rotate. Their eyeballs don't move. And that's why they turn their head. That's why the owls turn their heads. Their neck moves, but their eyeballs don't move. All right, I'm going to turn these over, and see, they're messy, but on the back, but I usually put a layer of wash on these. And let's take my wide pen. I had it here. Hopefully I didn't lose it. I don't think this one will work. Where did it go? Did it fall on the floor too? Ah! Honestly. Sometimes when I start getting closed in, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. All right, we're going to do 4x6 postcards. So, and that means I can only get 2 this way. And you know what? This isn't exactly, it isn't exactly 6, but 4x6 will be okay for, I think the smallest you can have is 5.5 by 3.5. And of course, we're going to have sticky paint there from this mess. It makes me mad. Let's blot this. I get too impatient with this stuff. We'll draw an owl or something on this. I don't like this at all. We'll fix it. Yeah. All right, where do I make my marks? There. And I want to come in. I want to turn it this way and go 4. And go 4. And I don't know how I got 3 ATCs. I did. I made them 4x6. How did I do that? Did I do it this way? I did. Well, that isn't going to work. I might have to paint the back out here because I did this wrong. I wanted to go this way. That's okay. I'll paint it out. You'll get it in the end. You'll get it good in the end. You're going, Meri messed up. Meri messed up. I wanted to go 4 inches this way and 6 inches this way. I could leave that area for a stamp. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. put a stamp right in there. And put a stamp there and put the address here. I forgot how I did this the other day. And then I want to go down. Mary's really messing up here. I think I'll paint all this out again. I don't like it's messing up in there. And I want to go down 4 and 8. Four. 4. 4. 4. 4. I thought I got 3 postcards. One, 2, I'll send this one to me. I did 1, 2, 3, and then this is 3.5 and 3.5 and 3.5. Which should work. 3.5, 7, and 10.5. Three and a half, 7, and 10.5. And 2.5. I'm going to have to take care of this area here on these postcards. I will. I might just collage something on it. We'll see what I do. 2.5. I could always paint it and then put labels on top of it. Address labels on top of it. But we're going to take care of that mess before I go to bed. Let's see what this turned out to be. This one's a little cleaner. I'm much happier with this one. But let's blot this before I turn it over because it's got some wet spots too here. That's just comes from being impatient. All right. We're going to go 6. And 2.5 would be 8.5. And 6 and 8.5. And then we want to go 4 and 8 and 3.5 and 7 and 10.5. And 4 and 8 and 3.5 and 7 and 10.5. Uh-oh, what did I do here? Did I go down? I didn't go down 6 there. I went down 4. I went down 4 here and 4 there. Why aren't they matching? That doesn't seem right to me. That's a little crooked. There. I'm going to border these anyway. Right there. So all my little marks will get covered up. Right there. Just doesn't seem right to me. All right. Now I'm just not happy. I'm just not quite happy with this. You know what I'm going to do? Walnut ink. Uh-huh. Come on. Don't do this to me. I smell the alcohol. Woo! Let's give it a dry. When you're not happy, you just go play. You play until it sings to you. It says you did the right thing or you did the wrong thing. Woo! I smell alcohol. We still have pumpkins and mushrooms and apples. I'm just going to keep working on it until I'm happy with it. You know, if I miss saying hello to you in there, out there, if you popped in and I miss saying hello, it's not on purpose. Believe me, it's not on purpose. I'm trying to do my art. Sometimes I think on here, what happens, like, draw leaves with a stencil. That's, you know, by trying to match the techniques up with the prompt, I'm not sure that's a good thing to do, because we could draw apples, or we could make apples, we could do them. The prompt was apples. And if I would have left the technique just doing what you want, I think it would be a better game. I try to mix it up a little too much, I think. It challenges me, but I'm having trouble drawing apples with a card. And that's not, you know, that's just how the prompt fell, how the numbers fell. These are very wet yet. Put my finger right there. And it is 10:13. I really need to quit and go to bed and finish this up Sunday night or before Sunday night. But I kind of wanted to, no, this is still wet. Kind of wanted to get this to a decent stage, but I'm not there yet. So I'm either going to finish this offline and show it to you Sunday night or finish it Sunday night. I haven't decided. We'll see. I might end up I don't know what I'm going to end up doing, but I want to get them done so I can send them out next week. This isn't dry yet. This stuff needs to dry. And what I'm going to do here, where I messed up on this, because I got lines in there. This one, no, they're all messed up here. I drew these lines the wrong way. I'm going to paint this whole thing. And then when I put my addresses on, I will use address labels on here. It's not bad. It's just not done. I'm much happier with it after I put on this ink, this walnut ink. I'm much happier with that. And I think after I get the owls and the apples, I think I'll be much happier. I'm thinking I should draw these lines that I have here on the front so I know where I'm going. Let's do that. Let's see if I can mark enough of the line here. Let's see, that comes over to about to there. Oh, I should just measure 6 over. See if I do it enough. 6, right? 6, and then come down. Because when I put the images on and everything, I want to know, because I want them to look halfway decent. So like when I put the owls on there, I want every postcard to have an owl. Where did I draw that line? Right there. And I'm not ready to cut them yet. There. Now I need to go down 4. Did I start on that side or this side? Doesn't matter. It's not dry in there. This is not quite 12 inches. They say it's 12, but when you pull it out of the pad, it's never quite 12 inches. 4 and 8 and 4 and 8. So I want everyone to get a mushroom, an owl, and an apple, and a leaf. That's why I'm doing this. ATCs, I'm not sure about. 2.5 there, and 2.5 here. It always helps after you cut them up too. Where's my other mark? Oh, what did I do? Oh, it's right there. And then three and a half, 7, and 10.5. 3.5, 7. Time goes fast when you're doing this stuff. I thought, oh, I could do a dirty dozen and do this and do that, and before you know it, it's 9:30 and you aren't even done with your dirty dozen. Okay. Now, let me start here at 6. And 8.5. Six. 8.5. And 4 and 8 and 3.5 and 7 and 10.5. And 3.5 and 7 and 10.5. 4 and 8. that's not even close to 4. I must have been looking at what I was looking at. 4 and 8. These are going to be bordered anyway, so those little marks won't even make a difference. Alrighty. Let me look at chat. I'm not unhappy with it. I'm just not done with it. Good night, Shannon. Let a strange vehicle go back in the hollow and they don't see anything. Brenda says the animals hide from strangers. It's cool to live side by side with them. Aww. Cheryl says, thank you all for coming. Have a peaceful rest. Yeah, I need to quit too. I could just keep going and keep going. I want to bring these out some more. I think I'm on a good path now. They're not quite where I want them for postcards, but I think I'm on a good path with them. And especially now that I can see them as a postcard. But I'm going to put, my aloes are going to be animals, the animals. And I'm going to bring out those leaves some more. And I want to put the apples and the pumpkins on it. So we'll see what happens with them. We will see. And the mushrooms. I can't forget the mushrooms. All right. Have a good night, everybody. I will be back at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm going to be doing our 4th Art Saturday, and it is going to be cookies. I better clean off my desk before I go to bed tonight. So good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. I will see you tomorrow morning. Or have a great weekend if I don't see you tomorrow morning. Bye.